abstract thinking can be, yes, our abstract thinking is also intelligence. Then we talked about the aptitude test, okay, where we talked about achievement, which is already achieved, and aptitude is the one which can be improved from the present condition to the further improvement based on a formal training. Okay, then today we last left with unit 12, which is called as personality test. So if you have to define personality, so how you define personality? Because unless and until we know what personality is, so we may not be able to tell. So what is personality?
Characters of a person, sir.
Okay. Do you remember the word persona has been derived from?
Latin word.
Latin one, mask.
Good, which means the mask. So as we create impressions on people, or what in simple terms, like what they think about, what impressions they have about us, is called as persona, or the way we walk, the way we interact. So everything. If one have to tell you, okay, define you. So if they say, okay, is this type of person? Okay, so this is what in a layman's terminology could be called as personality. So today we are trying to look at personality. So how this personality can be tested. Okay, so as we know, psychological testing is a scientific study. Okay, as scientific study of behavior is a psychology. So we are trying to look at scientifically making observations of different psychological constructs, like it can be intelligence, aptitude, attitude. So the same way personality can also be assessed. Okay, so personality can be assessed with the help of two type of tools or instruments or measuring tools. So first one is about the self-report inventories. Please write down self-report inventories. Second one, projective test. Or in simple terms, or make it more simpler, so we can tell that either personality can be measured by making use of paper pencil test. So what are paper pencil tests?
A questionnaire and the pencil is provided to the subject.
Yeah.
And they are asked to answer all the questions.
It is as simple as that. You would be provided with questionnaire. You should answer the questions, okay, so that they would be scored, and we are coming to know about the type of personality you are having. So questionnaires, and especially they're of what nature? Self-reporting nature. So it's not that someone is making an observation and they're writing about you, but it's about the self-exploration. You talking about yourself, you reporting about yourself. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Self-report inventories. So you reporting about yourself, or you saying, okay, this is how I behave, this is how I feel, based on the questions. Okay, so it's well and good when you have this type of questionnaires or self-exploration of yourself, and you try to report yourself. But to what extent can we take this as serious one? Just think about when people guess, when people know that you are trying to know the actual personalities or something to do with their behavior.
To an extent, sir.
So they can't, or they cannot manipulate. Are they not trying to fit into the social context, social expectations? For example, will the persons to be onto the good side or a negative side?
It's unpredictable, sir, unless they complete the questionnaire.
Yes, but the questions would be sometimes, would you feel like going out? Would you feel like staying out? You enjoy the friendship? You enjoy being with the friends? So maybe the person may not be, but okay, but to be onto the cheerful, easygoing type of kind, okay, he can shift his answers towards that. You agree with this?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
You feel guilty, बोले तो no, I'm least bothered. Do uh, do anything which make you feel guilty, but you may say no, okay, no, I never do that type of things. You getting me?
Yes, sir.
You may say that, okay, I never do such type of things because I'm always doing, okay, as per the expectations of society or my parents. You getting me? So how they can be positive and
Negative.
negative sides? Some questions, okay, when they are designed in such a way, when they are little bit clear and when they're asking you, so which you try to prefer and all that, okay. So this is how they can be towards the other complete opposite side, and this is how. So there is a limitation with this self-report inventories. Yes, they are very easy. Advantage they are very easy because they are paper pencil test. They can be given to the subject or the person who is willing to take this test. Okay, when he reads the questions, when he answers the questions, okay, and also we know that psychological tests or standardized tests, they are objective. Okay, they are not having any subjective bias, so they have their norms, they have their scoring procedures. You agree with this? So with precision, with okay, without any bias and all that, okay, you can tell, okay, is it which type of personalities is having. So generally, how many types people can be? Easygoing. Easygoing is called as what?
Relaxed people.
What, sir?
Extroversion.
Extroverts.
Okay, good. Okay, relaxed, unrelaxed, sociable, unsociable. Yes, there may be the characteristics, but we call them as okay. Extroverts. Then okay. The other end would be
Introverts.
introversion. Okay, what introversion means?
They're not
To themselves.
open to the others. They confine their feelings within themselves.
Mm-hmm.
There is
They
Okay.
suffer because of those.
Okay. They suffer. Mm-hmm.
They reserve, sir.
They are reserved, calm. Okay. For example, if we talk about extroversion people, okay, so they are focused outside. They derive energy. Okay, they enjoy being with people. You getting me?
Yes, sir.
They want to be with people. Okay, they enjoy the company of other people. Okay, they get okay energy or they get enthusiasm when they are being in or surrounded by people or they want to be part of the social gatherings. Okay, when it comes to introversion, so these people are focused inward. Okay, they derive immense pleasure. Okay, they enjoy, they satisfy, or they be in a happy state. Okay, by focusing their energy into them. Okay, so they avoid these social gatherings, etc. So each and every personality have their own advantages and disadvantages. Okay, sociable people, okay, highly sociable, so they are good at interpersonal relationships. You agree with this?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Okay, they are loved by everyone, they're received by everyone because these people they receive, they enjoy the company of other people. You getting me? They are highly sociable. And one particular research says that okay, these people are so sociable that even if they're losing jobs, they get jobs within few days to few weeks. They have n number of job opportunities. So this is a Western study which they have conducted and which they said that okay, so this is how social okay, being outward or sociable is having its own advantage. Okay. So what can be the disadvantage of these people? Okay, what can be the disadvantage of these people?
Sometimes they're not paying attention to the people who are around them
Good.
or their comfort levels, and
Good.
they push them.
Okay.
And that can be sometimes considered as an aggressive behavior.
Okay. And also they don't find time for themselves. You agree with this?
Yes, sir. True.
Okay, to their things, or it can be to what they would like to give time for their family members or whatever it may be. Okay, most of the time they are being outside and all that, being with people.
The social
Okay,
butterflies, sir.
yes, they have their advantages also. This is what the limitation.
Yes.
Okay, the same with introversion also. So these people are highly scholar. They find so much of time that they can spend on. You getting me?
Yes, sir.
They are creative, logical people, scientific, scholarly people. So these people are reserved and they derive energy by looking at people. And also, this is a continuum. Okay, so highly sociable, then little bit of
Antisocial.
okay. Yes, not antisocial. Reserved or maybe not willing to go out.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a continuum.
Yes.
So we said one side it is extroversion, the other side is introversion. So we find some people ambiverts who say, I am also going out when I have an invitation, when I have a scope, when I can go, I'm going. Okay, when there is no chances or events or situations are going, so I reserve and be to myself. Okay, I do my own things and I'm focused on my things. You getting me?
Yes, sir.
So this type of things, okay, as we're talking about self-report inventories, so people rather than saying I am completely towards that side or towards this side, they may say I am both. They may report saying that yes, I am into that also and I'm also into this. So this is how they come up with another type which is called as ambiverts. Ambiverts are both. They tend to be either sociable, if they're with people. If they're not with people also, okay, they're enjoying their own self or giving time to themselves. Okay. So this is how introversion as well as extroversion, which may call it as ambiverts. So sometimes people tend to be in between rather than saying, okay, I'm to this side or that side. Okay, so this is what the problem with the so-called self-report inventory. Did you get this?
Yes, sir.
Because it is about the self-reports, they have to explore and tell about themselves. Okay, they may give responses in such a way that they can fit into the expectations of the society. As per the social expectations, they try to fit into that. Okay, so this is how it is having a limitation, but we can get most of the information if people are genuine and if they are taking it seriously and if they're answering the questions seriously. Okay, so we can know about the personality of the people. Okay, then we have types of this personality inventories, like for example, MMPI. Okay, Minnesota Multifaceted Personality Inventory. Okay, 1943 they have invited. Okay, they designed this particular test. Okay, it was with 504 items. Okay, I'm talking about page number 154. You can write down.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it got revised and all that. Okay, then added 567. Okay, just think about 567 questions has to be answered, and maybe it takes 1 to 2 hours. So how much of time it is take? So this is what the limitations of this particular test. So time taking, the person should be able to read, write, understand. You getting me?
Yes, sir.
Then they cannot do this. So for this, we got another set of questions, okay, which we call it as projective test. Okay, we will talk about that. Then 16PF is also famous and also widely accepted and presently used questionnaire. Okay, 16 personality factors. Given by whom?
Cattle, sir.
Good. Raymond Cattle is a person. So we have worked exclusively on people and we have tried to identify the major factors. So he grouped all similar characteristics under 16 major factors. Did you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for example, like anxiety, adjustment, stability, like this. Okay, you have grouped them together and you have tried to give in terms of a 16 personality factors. Okay. Then we got Eysenck personality inventory. So this we have it in our department, and we are also conducting on subjects as part of our practicals. Okay.
Sir?
Eysenck, okay. If you come to practicals, no, maybe at that time you will
Sir,
have a chance to do this. Yes, go ahead.
a humble request, sir. Can you kindly share the questionnaire for Eysenck personality questionnaire, sir?
Yeah, as of now, I don't have, no, because generally in the department they have, and we generally don't use on the regular people, no.
The reason I'm asking is because right now we were, I mean, yesterday and the day before yesterday, fourth semester practicals were conducted for us, sir. So we
Fourth
have
semester.
this, yeah. So we have this questionnaire, and we're supposed to write it in our records also. So it will be
Is that was a home assignment or a,
not home assignment. Part B, sir. Part B.
yeah, part B? No, generally part B, they will ask you to write only about discussion part. Please do write. Make a note
Oh,
of this.
okay, sir.
Or sorry, up to procedure only.
Only procedure. Okay, sir.
Because you are not conducting, you don't have results.
Okay.
Okay, then you don't have this particular, okay, discussion of results.
Okay,
You,
sir.
you can add practical applications. That is no conclusion, practical application.
Okay.
Actually, as of now, I don't have this. Okay. So
Okay.
how many questions they said they have this, I think, questionnaire? So you made it easy for me now. Good.
Yes. So basically,
They have 3 dimensions actually:
yes, sir.
introversion, extroversion, then
Psychotism.
psychoticism was added afterwards.
Later.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Good. So what is introversion? What is extroversion? We know. Then what is the middle one? Psychoticism. What is the characteristics of that? Okay, being emotionally
Unstable, sir.
unstable. Okay, being getting into aggressive. Okay, so these are anxiety stress people. Okay,
They are troublesome,
troublesome.
little
Yes,
cruel.
good. Okay, so inconsideration, non-conformity, tough-mindedness. Okay, restlessness, hostility, anger, impulsive, and this is what they call it as. Okay,
Yes.
emotional unstable as a one word.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can define them as emotionally unstable because they are impulsive, anger, hostility. They're not able to control their emotions. So this is about Eysenck personality inventory.
Yes.
Okay, but I don't have. You would have told me before this. At least I would have tried, but okay. Generally, we don't have
Sir,
these things
we
because
requested
they
your
would be,
number several times, sir.
yeah, because they would be at department only. Generally, we don't carry with us. Okay, then this MBTI also is a very famous and widely accepted, okay, personality test. Okay, Myers-Briggs type indicator, and this test now, as I said, they also look for your consistency of responses. So across 547 questions of Minnesota multifaceted personality inventory, so there will be repetition of questions. Okay, the repetition also sometimes can be direct or sometimes can be a bit, okay, changed form of a question. Okay, so they try to look at how consistent.
Okay.
Okay, so how consistent, so this particular response is, if you are sticking to being going outward, so they're trying to look at, is it always you having this type of, okay, feeling or impression, are you trying to change according to the questions? So consistency also they try to look at, and they also talk about how consistent your responses are across this particular complete 547 questions. You getting me?
Sir, can you give an example
Yes, sir.
sentence, sir, of one of such question?
For example, like I would like to be going with or attending parties.
Okay, sir.
Then the other questions can be like, I derive pleasure or being with friends or relatives.
Okay.
So this is how they would be changing, but they're talking about the same point, that is of extroversion, and they would like to check how consistent your responses are. Is it you changing the responses over a period of time, or you sticking to one particular characteristic or impression? So we can also tell how consistent your responses also. Okay, so that is the bit of this particular test.
Sir, how to measure the lie? Lie score is also there in that.
Yes. True scores, lie scores also they say. Okay, So this is how they try to look at, okay, the consistency and all that. Okay. Then we have the other type of test is about the projective test. Okay. I don't know if we talked yesterday about projective test.
Thematic and
Yes.
Rorschach.
Someone asked me about this, no? Tripti, you asked me about this projective test.
No, sir, I don't.
Okay. Yesterday or day after yesterday?
Day before
Okay, so
yesterday.
yeah, day before yesterday. Someone asked me, okay, projective test. Okay, so one is you asking the people to give responses and questionnaires would be there and all that, self-reporting. The other one is where you're not able to identify, you're not able to tell, you are not aware of. Please make a note of this. You are not aware of what is going, okay, in the brain. So what are the reasons for your present behavior? So you're not able to tell. Okay, so there are certain conflicts, certain emotional turmoil is going on, but you're not able to tell out that. So in that particular cases, okay, they try to go with the projective test, where they make the subject to project or give their feelings, okay, in terms of, okay, ambiguous or unstructured or not very clear, okay, test material.
Yes, sir. I had actually asked you yesterday. It was
Maybe yesterday only. Yeah, yes, I remember. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. For example, as I said, okay, a picture can be like a butterfly.
Yes.
Okay, so if you type on this particular,
Rorschaching bolt.
yeah, Google also, you will find this type of, okay, pictures.
Yes.
Okay, so someone say it is a butterfly. Some may say, okay, they're having red color caps. So there may be two people fighting, or some may say that, okay, no, they are two bears kind of thing. You getting me?
Yes.
They're trying to
Yes.
fight. Some may say they're fighting. Some may say they are, okay, holding. Some may say, okay, they are having a tight relationship kind of a thing. They may be brothers. Some may be say they may be sisters. You getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Same test material, but perceived by different
Different people.
people in a different way, interpreted in a very different way. So that is the main purpose of making these particular, okay, designs or what they call as ink plots very ambiguous, unclear, unstructured. Okay, they appear
Means
and they appeal to different people in a different way.
Yes.
And when you ask them, can you explain? So what is this picture is all about? So then they may say, these are people holding together. If you ask them, okay, what might be they doing? They will tell you either they may be quarreling or they may be just holding their hands and they're sitting. So they're talking. You getting me?
Yes, sir.
yes.
So based on all these responses, what is the major they are saying? Is it an animal? Is it a human being? You getting me?
Yes, sir.
So based on that, marks will be given. So they call major, minor kind of a thing. So the detailed minutes, whatever they are saying, for that marks would be allowed. So when they try to score and all that, okay, they arrive at final scores and interpretations, and this is how they try to know about. So what internal, okay, conflicts a person is facing. So that is responsible for the personality of the person. Okay, so how to score and all that, okay, it's a major issue. So not everyone, like even like me, we cannot handle this particular, okay, projective test because it need extensive training. Because what a person is saying, so if they are saying, so how many marks should be awarded, so how much of time they're taking, so how they are reacting, so everything has to be considered and marks has to be given there and then and there itself. You get me? And also this is not one test, okay, there would be set of cards like 40 cards, okay, 10 cards, 11 cards. Okay, if you talk about T8, you know, there would be around, okay, 40 cards, like for example. One would be blank also. Do you think what a blank sheet can be or a card can be?
It is for interpretation, sir. It could be anything.
If you ask them, no, they will also tell a story for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So Rorschach is to do with, okay, ink blots. You ask them, okay, what you see in this particular ink blots. The other type of test is called as a thematic apperception test. Okay.
Kindly repeat.
TAT they call.
TAT.
Thematic appreciation test.
Okay, so for that is children also and also adults also. So here in this there would be cards and clear cut pictures would be printed on it. TAT.
Okay, sir.
The only thing is that they should tell a story or they should come up with a narration about what is going on in this particular card. I repeat, they have to come up with a narration about the card. They have to explain what is that particular incident in that particular card, who can be the persons, what emotional state they are. You getting me?
Yes, sir.
Are they happy, cheerful, sad, depressed, thinking of anything else? You getting me?
Yes, sir.
They need to tell about that. Okay, so they should tell, okay, who is the hero or who is the main lead of this particular chart. So what is they doing? What are they thinking? At what point of time they are? So they need to come up all these things. So based on this, okay, marks would be a lot. For example, a lady might be sitting on a mountain or a rock. So then you ask them, you show them and you ask them, okay, what do you think about this particular class or particular card? So they may tell a woman or a lady sitting on that. You may ask them, okay, why you think she's sitting there? She may tell something, saying that, okay, she is maybe not feeling well or like she may be thinking of something. You getting me? Then you try to ask again.
Yes, sir.
Just think about what can be the reason for her being lonely or being low or depressed. Then they try to tell their feelings. You getting me?
Yes, sir.
To ask them why you think that she is feeling or she is low below. They try to tell their reason, saying that okay, because of that she might be doing like this, or maybe her husband is not looking taking care of her, or like for example, spouses, wife and husbands are not taking care of themselves. There might be a quarrel. If you ask them, okay, what might be the reason for the quarrel? So generally there is no quarrel. There is nothing fight going on. You getting me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
But she thinks that okay, something had happened to that lady. Actually, something had happened to this particular lady. When you ask them, okay, what might be the reason for that, she would be telling about her own reason. They never take care of me, or they never take care of her. So that might be the reason. It would be very painful. You getting me? So this is how she would keeping on narrating her own feelings. So this is how we can come to know what can be the underlying set of emotions can be reason for the present state of personality. If someone is psychotic or what you call as emotional unstable, and if they are not able to find out what exactly can be the reasons, when you try to come up with this particular share somewhere, so when you try to know what is internally, which are hidden and which are not surfacing out, which the person is also not aware of. If you ask the person what might be the reason for their present condition, they may not be able to identify, but still something is going on, something is troubling them. And if you would like to know that, so that you address that, to resolve that, so that the person will come back to normalcy. So they try to use this particular projective test. Is that clear?
So basically, it is to identify the underlying issue of the subject.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
If they are not able to identify.
Okay.
Sometimes no, they are not able to identify. I don't know, sir. They might be having some issues. Okay. So to tell that, because when you show them cards, cards would be ranging from different developmental stages also. They may show small children. You get me?
Yes, sir.
A grown-up one, or someone going to a school, adolescent age. You get me?
Yes.
So this is how they try to look at from different developmental stages also. So if something to do with their childhood, okay, fixations, or where they got something wrong with their childhood, etc. So may they try to tell that at that particular card.
Yes, sir.
So this is how you making them go through different levels of our chronological age also.
Okay.
So at one point of time or some other, so they have this particular, okay, underlying issues which they try to tell when associating with that particular age of, okay, cards. So this is how they try to look at the entire span, and they try to come to an idea what can be the risk. So this is to do with, okay, projective
Test.
test. So projective tests are used, as I said, they need lots of training because there is no proper scoring for this, or the simultaneous or parallelly what the person is telling and what, okay, minute things, major things, important issues they are saying. So it's already been given. So if they tell this, that this many marks should be given. If they tell this, so this is how you score. So you should be very clear, and whenever they're trying to tell you, just you should be keeping on scoring and all that, because at last you are arriving at conclusions. Okay, so this is how a well-trained persons only can do this. If someone is trying to do this, okay, maybe they don't arrive at the particular conclusions because they require lots of training. Okay, then draw a man or draw a person test. Did you remember?
Yes, sir. It's a child's projective test where we'll ask, we'll be able to know what is the stage of a child's.
Good, good. If something have any issues, kind of a thing. So what is the effect of home on the child? Okay, you ask them to draw a person, so they will draw the person. Okay, draw a home test also. Okay, they try to talk draw a home and all that. Okay, where they say, okay, how the relationship between, is the child alone or is he, okay,
Happy with the family.
yes, yes, happy with the family. So who's taking care, especially like the mother or father. Okay, they may draw that, okay, the father is, okay, uh, playing with them or like that kind of a thing. Okay, so someone looking from somewhere, it may be, okay, someone like mother is not taking care of. So this type of things. So
sir,
even, yes, go ahead.
negligence can also be shown on the paper by the child. No, sir?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So they are very intellectual,
Yeah.
very, very useful also. Draw a person also. So
Yeah.
when they draw people, so like for example, okay, if they draw eyes clearly, nose, okay, mouth kind of a thing, ears. So how clearly they're drawing and how perfectly they're drawing. So based on that, they're trying to give marks.
Yes.
Okay, so whom they're drawing and what they are, okay, drawing, their emotions also can be known with the help of that particular, okay, test. Okay, animal metaphor is where you try to ask them to, okay, create and draw them, okay, different animals, and you ask them to in what way they are related and all that. Okay, sentence completion, as we know,
Sentence complete.
sentences
Yes,
would be there, and
Yes.
you need to
Complete.
fill them.
Complete.
I always enjoy being with, what is it?
The person.
My parents.
Someone read parent, someone say my friend, some
My
may say, okay,
children.
being myself. You getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So it can be for different people in a different way. Okay, sentence completion, just you need to complete. Whatever you're trying to fit, it will fit into that. You getting me?
Yes, sir.
If you write myself, if you write yourself, or what you're writing, the sentences are so beautiful that they try to fit everything. Okay, then picture arrangement. Okay, in a given particular sequential order and all that. Okay, word association,
Yes, sir.
associated words.
Associated to a theme.
For example, like black bullet, you say
White.
white. Okay, so this is how you associate certain words.
Yeah.
Happy bullet,
Sad.
yes. Mother bullet, someone may say
Father.
Best friend.
best friend, good. Someone say father, mother, okay, good. But if you have to associate emotion, okay, you take their name and you say no immediately. A
Cheerful.
best friend, you may say, or you may say, okay,
Yes.
my hero, my heroine, my hero, like this,
Yes.
my everything. You getting me? So
Yes.
this is how associations can be done and can be known. Graphology is a unscientific study, okay? So there is no scientific evidence for that, okay? Based on writing and all that.
Yes, sir.
Do you know about this graphology? Based on signatures also they try to tell you.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I wanted to know about it, sir.
It is a pseudo-scientific actually. It is not very, very scientific.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when it is pseudo and all that, okay. Just it would be appealing. You enjoy that. You say, okay, you are that, you are. When you draw a line, no, they say you are person with
It's almost
certain, yeah,
it's,
certain type of personality where you said once you have taken a decision, you will not change that. You getting me?
it's somewhat like a parrot reading cards, no, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
So obvious, generally some people they write a
exactly.
line, no,
Yes,
after
yes.
signature. So they say that okay, you have a strong will. Once you have taken a decision or kind of a thing, okay, you don't change for anyone.
Yeah.
Some people they write downward, no, they say okay, you having low self-image or that kind of thing.
Self-esteem and all. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So I should not tell all that because you start doing you're writing all that, okay?
Yes, sir.
Mm. Graphology, okay? So not very scientific. Yes, people do
Yeah.
that, but when it comes to psychology and knowing about personalities, no, there is no objective way of telling the person what they're trying to tell. Okay, by chance, what if someone is okay? For example, I said no drawing a line. Some people they draw dots also. Did you see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They dot that,
Yes.
and also based on with how much pressure or writing also they say.
Yes.
You getting me? They they talk about the pressure also and all that.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what about the projective and our so-called paper pencil
Yes.
test. Then situation test. So what situations can be situation? So you give them situation and then you ask them to react. Okay. So situations, variety of modalities such as booklets, films. They're talking about okay all that and they're asking to look at. So how you come. So generally when we
So, you.
can you listen to me? Yeah, actually there was a power cut actually again. So I lost my internet actually. So it got out of this particular
Okay, sir.
thing. Okay. So I don't much time. Okay, we will complete it here. So particularly for example, word association, all that. Okay, they have to do with our so-called Sigmund Freud association. Free association. Did you remember? Free association. Whatever coming to them and they try to tell them and you note down. So this is how they are scientific. Word association, sentence completion, and all that. That is not with what we call as okay graphology. So this is to do with your okay personality testing. Okay, now and I will close this particular session. So I hope you got little bit of energy, little bit of knowledge about this particular subject,
Yes, sir.
and I hope you enjoyed this particular classes.
Absolutely, sir. Sir, do you have any idea as to when we'll be having our elective classes, sir?
Yeah, we are not aware of that because schedule has been given. We try to take classes. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, if you have anything, no, just you can call a department or Narsimlu sir or
No, sir.
Janardhan Reddy sir if possible.
No, sir.
Okay, or the concerned people you can call them.
Yes, sir.
So anything you would like to tell or?
So can we go through the objective, sir? Few objective parts we did not get.
Okay, objective. Okay, please try to search if you are not getting on textbook. No, you try to search on internet. You will get it.
But
That should not be the issue.
for the key answer,
For example, what was anything you did not get?
The page number 150, sir.
Okay, 150. What they're talking about?
Dash determines how well you can visualize or form mental pictures of solid objects from looking at flat paper planes.
something like TAT from TAT.
TAT?
Something like in the test, how a blank card they see and they judge. So that's one they're asking.
115 is talking about?
150.
150.
Which particular unit is that?
11th unit.
11th unit.
Solid pictures, and they're asking about that. Maybe
Yes, sir.
ink plots, hoga? Ink plots?
TAT.
No, sir.
Because in this textbook, it's not there, sir. It's an aptitude test.
Can you read again? Because I have closed this particular.
Dash determines how well you can visualize or form mental pictures of solid objects from looking at flat paper planes.
Paper plans.
Maybe TAT hoga. Because they're talking about papers and how you visualize, right?
Yes, sir.
If it is little bit of ambiguous, unstructured thing, then we can talk or say it's a Rorschach ink block. But when they're saying it's clear, by looking at that, you visualize, you create a story. You getting me?
Yes, sir.
Can be that. Okay, so can we end here?
So two more, sir.
Two more. Okay, go ahead.
134, sir. If an intelligent test measures consistently what it is supposed to be measuring each time it is used, then it is said that the test is.
You should not read all that when they're saying consistent. What is that?
Intelligence test measure consistently what it's supposed to be.
Consistent bole to?
So they have given us 4 options, sir.
Repeated measures, right?
Based on normal distribution, standardized, valid, and reliable.
Consistent. That's what I'm talking about. You need not read entire thing. When they said consistent of scores, what is called as? Repeated scores is called as? The fourth option, reliable.
Reliable.
Yes.
Yes.
Once I heard the word consistent, then you should freeze it out. Other one?
And perceptual speed and accuracy means?
Speed and accuracy.
Accuracy.
What is the complete question actually?
Perceptual speed and accuracy measures.
Perceptual speed and accuracy measures. What are the options given or anything? It's a blank.
It's options given, sir. Like if you understand the principles of physics, if one can recognize correct and incorrect spellings, quantifying simple perception, sensation, and motor ability, how well you can do the paperwork in offices.
It is to do with perception only, no?
Perception.
perceptual constancy. Okay, so this is how actually at the time of writing, no, they would have identified and they would have given certain these blanks. Okay, you try to look at the text. If they're not there, no, you try to look on Google. Still, if you're not finding, no, okay, don't worry, because they're only for your knowledge purpose, sample question. Sometimes or some may not come in the exams. Okay, I hope you enjoyed these particular classes, and
Thank you
really
very much, sir.
feel happy and I really enjoyed, because this is for, I don't know, second time or third time I'm taking classes for this
Thanks.
particular.
Actually,
Yes, sir.
you've taken our 4th semester practical, sir, and you've also taken our 4th semester theory as well as 6th semester theories.
Yes, this is how. So really it's enjoyable, and really I enjoy taking your classes because you're so active, so motivating. Okay, so you always motivate us. Okay, so all the best. Take care of yourself.
Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
Yeah, we hope that this particular classes, this particular knowledge would be definitely of great use for your
Very
completing this particular class exams and as well as your future endeavor. Okay, so all the best.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Convey my wishes to the other people who have not attended. Okay,
Yes,
and take
sir.
care of
Yes.
yourself.
Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
never leave any people. Use the psychology for in a positive way.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Sure, bye.